In today's video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to go with to your K1 visa interview so you can walk in prepared and come out with a good news. Let's get into it. A quick note before we get into the list. Document requirements can vary by country and by embassy. What I'm giving you today is a standard list that applies to the vast majority of K1 visa interviews worldwide. But always check your specific instructions sent to you by your embassy after scheduling your interview. Those instructions are your final authority. If your embassy says bring extra documents, bring it. Use this video as your foundation and your embassy instructions as your final check. The documents you need fall into two categories. Category 1 is actually the required documents. These are the documents the embassy has officially asked for and will expect to see them during your interview. Category 2 is the supporting documents. These are the documents that are not always officially required from you, but you have to bring them anyway because they strengthen your case and also protect you should an officer ask you a question. You need to have them handy. I'm going to cover both categories today. Document 1, international passports. Most embassies require you to have at least 6 months validity on your passports beyond your intended entry date into the United States. Do not show up with an expiring passport. Your visa cannot be issued in a passport that does not have enough validity left. Document 2, interview appointment letter. You will have received an interview appointment letter either by email or through the embassy's online portal. Print it and bring it. Some embassy will not let you through the front door without your appointment letter. So do not assume they have your appointment on file. Bring that later. Document 3, DS-160 confirmation page. When you completed your DS-160 visa application form online, you received a confirmation page with a barcode at the top, right? Print that page and bring it. The officer will have to scan the barcode to pull up your application. Without it, you may not be able to proceed with your interview. Documents 4, passport photos. Bring 2 style passport photos that meet the US visa photos requirements, and it must be taken within the last 6 months. Document 5, birth certificate. You need an official copy of your birth certificate in English. If it is not in English, it has to be accompanied by a certified translation. Document 6, police certificate. You need a police certificate from every country where you have lived for 6 months or more since the age of 16. Document 7, proof of relationship with your US petitioner. You need to bring evidence that your relationship with your US petitioner is real. These include printed copies of your communications, messages, emails, photos together, boarding passes, hotel accommodation, etc. So bring an organized package, not a phone, not a USB drive, not a photo album, printed documents only. I actually did print my own with an A4 paper. So the next document is your petitioner's financial evidence, or you call it affidavit of support. So this is to show that your petitioner can financially support you when you get into the US. This typically means bringing your petitioner's most recent tax transcripts along with their pay stubs or an employment letter showing their current income. Their income must meet or exceed 100% of the federal poverty guideline for your household size. Next document, divorce decree or death certificate. If you or your US fiancé have been previously married, bring every divorce decree or death certificate to prove that those marriages have legally ended. Category 2, supporting documents. Remember I said earlier that these documents are not always officially requested for, but you need to bring them regardless. So those documents can be your petitioner's data page of their international passports, wedding plans, financial plan, how you want to live your life together in future. If those are actually in written format, you can bring it. It actually reinforces your intent to marry. Now for our final document, if you see me looking down, I'm actually going to read it word for word from my iPad because I do not want to make any mistakes, okay? I want to highlight this because it comes from a real world interview experience where an applicant was asked for it unexpectedly. While it may not be a standard practice for your specific embassy, I strongly advise you take notes and include it in your file as a supporting document. So here is it. Number one is statements from your parents and your petitioner's parents regarding the validity of the relationship. Second, notarized statement from both the petitioner and the beneficiary describing and detailing how you met each other and why you decided to get married. The next one is list of planned wedding guests, their relationships to you, and their addresses and phone numbers. Next one, evidence that you have made plans for a wedding in the United States, such as reservations with an officiant or court, printed wedding invitations, a list of vendors and their contact information, receipts for wedding outfits, rings, etc. The next one is evidence of any shared finances, including money transfers, shared accounts, or joint assets. That is every document you need to bring to your K1 visa interview, your required documents and your supporting documents. I have also put the full list in the description where you can use as a checklist before your appointment. If you found this video useful, make sure you subscribe, share, and like the video, as I am also documenting my whole K1 journey in real time. Drop your interview dates in the comment section as I am cheering everyone on. See you in my next one.